How are you feeling today? Seriously, stop for a minute and just check in with yourself. Do you ever feel uneasy, restless, or like something is constantly weighing you down but you can't put your finger on it? That right there, that feeling, that's what we're talking about today. Because anxiety in women often hides in plain sight. We're going to pull back the curtain and reveal 5 hidden signs of anxiety in women, and more importantly, I'm going to give you some straight talk on how to take back control. So let's talk about fatigue. It's that heavy, dragging feeling that makes even the simplest tasks seem monumental. We've all been there, right? Those moments when you feel like you're running on empty, despite trying to keep up a cheerful facade. Those days you wake up feeling like you haven't slept a wink, even after a full 8 hours. It's as if your body is betraying you, refusing to recharge. Anxiety, my friend, is a master of disguise. It sneaks into your life, cloaked as normal tiredness, making it hard to pinpoint the real issue. It loves to masquerade as everyday tiredness, making you think you're just overworked or need another cup of coffee, but no amount of caffeine can truly fix it. The truth is, anxiety keeps your brain on high alert, like a hamster on a wheel, going round and round with worry. This constant state of vigilance drains your energy reserves. If you're always reaching for that extra shot of espresso just to get through the day, it's time to consider the underlying cause. Maybe it's not just physical exhaustion, but mental fatigue driven by anxiety. Addressing anxiety can be a game changer. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing, and yoga can help calm your mind and restore your energy levels. So next time you feel that overwhelming fatigue, take a moment to check in with yourself. Understanding the root cause can lead to a more energized and balanced life. Now let's talk about another sneaky sign of anxiety that often gets misinterpreted: irritability. Ever find yourself feeling like a firecracker ready to go off at the slightest provocation? It's not just about having a short fuse, it's about the underlying tension that anxiety brings into your life. Like even the smallest things set you off? Well, that's your anxiety talking loud and clear. This heightened sensitivity can make everyday situations feel overwhelming and unmanageable. When you're living with anxiety, it's like carrying this invisible weight around with you all the time. This weight isn't just emotional, it can manifest physically, making you feel exhausted and drained. It's this constant pressure, this underlying tension that can make you feel like you're one wrong move away from completely unraveling. The stress can build up, making it hard to focus on anything else. If you notice that you're consistently more irritable than usual, if you find yourself snapping at loved ones or feeling overwhelmed by things that wouldn't normally bother you, it's a sign that your anxiety might be getting the better of you. It's time to take a step back and consider the possibility that anxiety is playing a role. Reflecting on your feelings and reactions can help you identify patterns and triggers. Irritability is a common sign of anxiety, and it's something you can address with the right tools and support. Techniques like mindfulness, therapy, and even simple breathing exercises can make a significant difference. Remember, you're not alone in this. Many people experience anxiety and its various symptoms. Seeking help and finding healthy coping mechanisms can lead to a more balanced and peaceful life. Chapter 3. Difficulty concentrating. When anxiety clouds your mind. Do you ever feel like your mind's a million miles away, like you're in a fog you just can't seem to shake? It's as if your thoughts are scattered, and no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to gather them together. This mental fog can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you have important tasks to complete. You sit down to read something important, and you have to read the same paragraph 4 times because nothing's sinking in. It's like the words are just floating on the page, refusing to form coherent sentences in your mind. This can make even the simplest tasks feel like monumental challenges. When anxiety takes hold, it's like someone hit the mute button on your concentration. Your brain feels overloaded, and it's hard to filter out the noise. The more you try to focus, the more elusive it becomes, slipping through your mental grasp like sand through fingers. That constant loop of worry, those what-ifs that plague your thoughts, they create mental clutter, making it nearly impossible to focus on the task at hand. It's like your mind is a crowded room, filled with voices all clamoring for attention, leaving no space for clear, focused thought. This inability to concentrate can have a ripple effect throughout your entire day. It can affect your work, your relationships, and even your ability to enjoy your hobbies. The frustration of not being able to focus can lead to a cycle of stress and anxiety, further exacerbating the problem. Once you acknowledge that anxiety is playing a role, you can start to implement strategies to quiet the noise. to clear the mental clutter and reclaim your focus. Techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, and journaling can help you center your thoughts and bring a sense of calm to your mind. By taking small, deliberate steps, you can begin to break the cycle of anxiety and regain control over your concentration. Chapter 4. Physical discomfort, your body's cry for help. Let's talk about what's going on inside. I'm talking about those mysterious aches, those phantom pains that seem to come out of nowhere. The headaches that just won't quit, the tightness in your chest, the stomach cramps that have you reaching for the antacids. Those physical discomforts, they could be your body screaming at you, trying to tell you that you're drowning in anxiety. When you're constantly stressed, when your mind's in overdrive, your body goes into fight or flight mode. Chapter 5. Overthinking and self-doubt, the vicious cycle of anxiety. Alright, let's talk about that little voice inside your head. You know the one, right? The one that's constantly second-guessing you, whispering doubts and fears in your ear. When you live with anxiety, your mind becomes a master at creating worst-case scenarios. It's like a broken record, replaying the same negative thoughts over and over again, each time amplifying the fear and doubt. But here's the truth. You are not your thoughts. Those negative self-sabotaging beliefs, they're not facts, they're just symptoms of anxiety. Outro. Take back control. Your journey to overcoming anxiety starts today. Listen, we've covered a lot of ground today, and I know it can feel overwhelming, but I want you to leave here with hope, with the knowledge that anxiety doesn't have to control your life. You have the power to take back control, to reclaim your peace of mind, and it all starts with taking that first step. Practice mindfulness, limit caffeine and sugar intake, and consider journaling. Subscribe to the channel for more insights on mental health and women's well-being, and remember, you're not alone in this journey.